You good to go?
Hey, happy Tuesday, podcasters out there. Welcome to another episode of Money in the Honey with Melanie Hearn and my co-host Kendra Grant.
Hi.
Kendra, go ahead and tell us.
We are here to talk about the money in the honey. Money in the honey is what's on the outside and what's on the inside. It's what you're worth and how you feel about that.
Bam.
Let's go.
So how we are. So
come at me.
Now we got
Podcast
it. You know what I'm saying? So today we are going to be talking about, because the holiday seasons are upon us. We just got through Thanksgiving. Thank you, Jesus. But we do have Christmas and the New Year coming up.
Yes.
And what we want to talk to our listeners about is what makes people anxious during the holidays. What are those things? We came up with top 10 things that pretty much make people go batshit crazy and kind of lose it during the holiday season. So what we want to do at Money in the Honey is kind of help you, guide you, so that way you don't lose it during the holiday season, because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it on Facebook, Instagram. I don't want to hear it.
I want to see a Facebook video of my husband and some guy who thought that he was supposed to get the parking space. No thanks.
No, I don't want to see it.
All I hear is lawyer fees.
That's the holiday season. So the first thing we're going to talk about this evening, number one, and it is no particular order, of importance. We're just going to kind of throw them out there. Relationships, meeting the folks for the first time, whether you're engaged or you're married
and
or
who does that?
You're coming out or something.
I guess people that live far away. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have a chance to take her by your parents' house and meet them, if you only go there a couple times a year, then that would make you take somebody for the first time, right?
Okay. Yeah, so essentially what we're saying is that when you're in a relationship, whether you're single or whether you're married, and this is the first time you're meeting the folks, or if you're engaged, or if it's a situationship and it's your first time going home with them, or if you're coming out, and hey, you might be coming out and this might be your first time bringing home your same-sex lover. I don't know what it is, but that could be stressful during the holiday season.
I would recommend
Don't you agree?
Diana Ross for that situation.
You say who?
Diana Ross.
Oh,
I'm coming out. I love that. Okay.
You know what? If I was, that's a good one. If I was,
it would be a toss-up between I'm Coming Out by Diana Ross and Baby I Was Born This Way by Lady Gaga.
So you got kids, my co-host had. So if one of your kids was coming home, and they were in a same-sex relationship, and you didn't know about it, and it's your first time meeting their significant other, and they were anxious about it, what would be your reaction?
I would say, as long as you love my child, I gotta salute you.
That's real.
Because I lived with them for a long time, and they can be assholes. That's real.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real right
love
there.
my baby. I'll love you. I'll admire you, too.
Because
you want to raise strong kids. You want to raise kids that are the strongest you can possibly stand.
Yeah. See, I don't have kids yet,
They're bullshit. Grandkids are great. I mean, kids are great, but grandkids much better.
Much better. Much better. That's cool.
Yeah.
So if you are going home and you are meeting the folks for the very first time, what is some advice that we can give to? Here's the whole thing. I feel like there's a couple different rules, first and foremost, when you're meeting the folks for the first time. My opinion. Rule number one is make sure you dress right. I don't think you need to go over there with your boobs hanging out. Or don't go over there with gray jogging pants on. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Not
print,
even polos.
Nothing. Don't tempt me on any of this. I think that it's a couple rules and regulations. I know friends, and I know for me myself, I've gone home and I met the folks, and I did the fool. I dressed a little too much. You know what I'm saying? And I did have a little too much to drink at the family get together.
Were you dressed like you were looking for a cake daddy?
No, I'm gonna have to figure out.
Forget the sugar. I want the whole damn cake.
I want the whole cake. No, I mean,
and that means an elder in the family. So were you like trying to generation jump?
I mean, if Unc
Why
comes
you
harder,
shaking your head, Kev?
if Unc comes harder, you know what I'm saying? I can't say what I won't do. That's how it rolls. But the holidays, it's hard. But I did go home with somebody, and that was during the holidays, and his family is real conservative, which I feel like your mate should tell you. Like, give
Right.
me the rules. Like, tell me that my aunties all wear skirts and they don't wear pants. Tell me that they Kojic. I'm just the Church of God in Christ.
On a
Tell
scale-
me
right.
what they
on a
are.
Scale
Like, on a scale.
of Mormon magic underpants to Scientologists that are aliens. How crazily religious are they?
You know, like, let me know. Let me know. That's real.
Are they? But are they crazy? Not religious. Are they going to try to convince you to go out to the bar with them? Are they going to ask you to step outside? You know what I mean? Smoke a drink. You know what I'm saying?
But is that really crazy? That's the
Not
kind of
for a
family.
lot of many
That's
people.
that's the kind of family I'm kind of like, fam. It's time to go in the basement. It's basement time. You know,
Melanie's all, Mom.
I'm kind of like,
So nice to meet you.
it's basement
But you
time.
want to know that before. I mean, like, if you've never met a family before and it's this guy, you really like him, and then you walk in the house and they're like, hey, you want to go smoke a fatty? And you're like, yes. And they're like, well, you have to do it somewhere else because we don't act like that here. Like, you want to know that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a trap.
But I think that's what we're saying. It's up to your mate. Your mate has
Your mate
to inform
can give you
you.
the road signs for how to
Yeah.
travel safely through the holiday.
Let me know, because I would tell my mate, listen, don't come over with alcohol, because my daddy used to drink. He gonna flip the fuck out on you. Don't do it. Don't come over. You know, please. I can't date a Jehovah's Witness because my mama Christian. I can't date nobody but another Christian. So don't. I can't do it.
So what would they do if you came home with a Jewish man?
Jewish, I think they would be okay. You know, because that's in the Bible. But I cannot come home with Brother Bilal or none of that. You know,
No
I can't do it.
Muslims.
Nation of Islam, none of that. No, they don't have it. No, they can't. Now I would date them, but I couldn't. You know, it would be a whole thing. So I couldn't. I couldn't.
How
tell
soon
'em.
would you take somebody home? That's the real story here.
You know what?
By the way, Kevin, no one can see your eyebrows going up. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. Because she's alluding, hold the podcast world, because my co-host is alluding to the person who wasn't even here yet and is making it weird, I'm going to go ahead.
Her podcast co-host doesn't know what the heck she's doing.
I got you, baby. That's why I'm here for you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and interject and bring in Kevin. It's Kev. He is another fellow comedian,
What
which
up,
is my
though?
friend.
Very, very friendly.
Introduce yourself, Kev.
What's going on, man? My name's Kevin Johnson. Stage name is Kev. You know, doing city around the city, Detroit East Side all day. That's what we do.
Well, Kev, what do you think about meeting the folks for the first time?
Oh, man.
Give us a male point of view.
Well, I've never had the problem because, you know, as a comedian, I mean, laughing, making people laugh, that's how you get people to like you.
Right.
So that's the way that's kind of always been my, you know, my golden bullet is that I can always go ahead and turn on the charm with the jokes and not make jokes about aunties.
He's got charisma.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot of charisma.
You
The
can.
only person who knows is the dad. The dad still know what you're there for. You here to bang
Yeah.
his daughter, so he
Yeah.
ain't gonna.
That's true.
That's
You can't
what all
co-
dads are thinking.
Ain't
when you
no
walk in
charming
the
past
door.
that.
Right.
Nah. That's so yeah. I mean, but
We have a 27-year-old daughter. My husband used to toss the guys a bullet and say, "Those travel much faster when I'm mad."
That's
yeah. See, that's
You know, simple, to the point.
yeah.
He, you know, no one to be toyed with, but
I bet he had no problems either.
we've made a couple homemade
You-
restraining orders.
Yeah, I'll say that sounds like you was about to implicate yourself. So I'm glad you.
I was thinking of the statute of limitations. We're cool. She's 27. One more year, we'll be all clear.
That's what I like. Podcast, what we're telling you is if you are bringing somebody home for the holidays for the first time, please, if you are my mate, give me the roadmap to navigate through your family, because you know these jokers better than I do, and I don't want to have egg on my face. So that's one way. And if you are the significant other who is stressing out about it and he doesn't want to tell you or she doesn't want to tell you, then look, I'm not going. But don't stress about it.
Well,
Use some
first of
common
all,
sense and use
trust
some judgment.
yourself.
Can you bring a dish?
Yeah, trust yourself. If you say, "Are we gonna go there?" If you feel that resistance, if you pick up on it, and you know, to them not wanting you to meet their family, say okay. Oh,
Fair enough.
all right, okay.
That's fair enough.
You know, don't make plans based on what you can survive. Make plans based on where you want to be.
Hey, now that's the money.
That's the money
that
right
was
there.
inspiration. That was
This
inspiration.
is why she puts up with me.
This is the inspiration. So listen, also, well, I do have
What's
Kev
next?
here because you kind of came in at a good time. I got Kev here. We're talking about also, I've worked in retail during the holidays. I've worked in customer service during the holidays and retail more importantly. And so as a person coming from retail, we want to talk to you guys about how to treat us. Okay.
Right.
How to treat us during the holiday. For me, I worked at Kohl's during the holiday season, which was the craziest thing ever because Kohl's has its own brand of shoppers. I think Kohl's shoppers are in a cult, honestly. Like, I really do, because the shit that people do for Kohl's cash is a whole nother subject matter.
I think Kohl's is kind of Walmart light.
For that dollar bill, man.
No. Kohl's is like the Neiman Marcus of little department stores. You know what I'm saying? Because they got nice quality.
Those are high
in Kohl's.
echelon.
Yeah. It's Apartment 9. That's 9 West. You got Chaps. That's Ralph Lauren. Let me tell you something. You got Vera Wayne. Don't you do Kohl's like that.
I don't know.
Don't
I've
you
been
don't
to
look.
Neiman.
I'm like this. Don't you do Kohl's. It's the stepbrother. So
Okay.
listen, what we saying is, how do you need to treat us during? Let me give you a couple tips right here. I myself, I had to apologize to a cashier today because she was standing in line by herself and I was waiting behind somebody and they were finishing up and I made the fatal mistake of being like, "Hey, you lonely? You want me to come visit you?" And she kind of smiled and I was like, "You know what? I'm sorry. I worked at Kohl's. No, the fuck you don't want me to come over here and visit you. You got one less customer in the line and some downtime to text your boo. Shut your ass up talking to me." You know what I'm saying? Like, customers, stop with that dumb shit. Like, it's happy holidays. No, I'm here looking at your stupid ass.
Well, you're there to buy items. You're not really.
Be real. Go ahead and be real then.
There's no price tag on this. It must be free.
Oh God! Like, oh my gosh! Like, was 100% off? Like, oh my God! Kill yourself! I hate you! Kev, like,
Customer ain't always right, man. He make you want to choke a customer sometimes, for real. And like personally, look, if you missed the deal, you missed the damn deal. All right, don't come to me with Black Friday shit on next Thursday. That's too bad. I'm sorry, I don't make your work schedule. Well, I was working. Well, so what? Well, we don't have that no more. You can buy this right here, right now, or you can go ahead about your business.
I feel you, Kev.
Straight
you know
up,
what I'm saying?
I got time for all that. Customer ain't always right.
The customer damn sure ain't always right. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I've been wronged in a mug as a customer, and I know it. I know it.
You know when you're wrong.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows when they're wrong.
I mean,
'Cause
sometimes
that
you gotta play it.
That little resistance starts coming up. Then
Oh, yeah.
you can see if they're gonna fight for it. You know, die on that hill, dig their heels in, try to come up with a reason that's not really true, but they're looking back and thinking of it. You know, they know when they're wrong.
We also don't give a damn about you asking for a manager neither. I'll tell you that. We don't give a damn. Our manager is gonna side with us once y'all in the back. When we in the back. So
you heard that here. You heard that first. We don't give a damn about you asking for a manager.
I tried to work retail, and it was like Downton Abbey. Like, they wanted me to only come in and out of a certain door. And I was like, no, I couldn't do that because I'm in the menopause and I get hot flashes. So I would walk outside to cool down. And then one time I walked back inside, and before I got back to where I was, like 6 managers told me. And I was like, I understand. You're confused. You think you pay me enough to listen to 6 people tell me what to do.
no.
And I know for sure you don't.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I'll
That's the money talking.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't stress. I had cancer in 2014,
Okay.
and I don't stress.
Go ahead then.
If it causes me stress, then I get rid of it. I cut it out like my uterus.
Well, that was a bit much, but hell, this is y'all podcast.
somewhere in some hazardous waste barrel. It's like, yes.
It's there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Give me the
All right,
high five.
then.
Like, you just don't. You don't.
Shout out to all the people without uteruses. You know what I'm saying?
That's a new thing. You know what I'm saying?
Coming into 2019. Y'all need y'all do too.
That's why we had to do a podcast, because sometimes I'll be sitting there, I'll just get so bright pink, and it's bad.
Okay.
And at times the bottom falls out.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means.
It means
I didn't want you to.
no, it's not like my bottom. It's the bottom. So I was driving, shopping. Actually, we just talked about parking, and this guy cut in front of me, which is fine. But then he screamed at me first of all, he was driving a minivan. I've never really seen a man drive a minivan, and I admired the way he behaved or drove. So I lost my temper. Bloop, bottom fell out. I found him, walked into Rite Aid like I was the police.
So you weren't even going to Rite Aid. You just followed him to Rite Aid.
I flipped a bitch. I turned my car around so quick that but I used to drive the getaway car, so, I got that going for me. So don't let the smooth taste fool you. So I would find him in Rite Aid. So I start walking up and down the aisles. I say, "Oh, there you are. Would you like me to call 911?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I just assumed you were having a heart attack. For you to scream and cuss at me, a stranger, a woman, I figured you must be in some serious medical danger."
What happened? I'm so intrigued.
That's what me and my husband call lady shade.
Lady shade.
"Can I help you?"
Oh.
You were screaming. "You appear to be in a medical episode."
That's that lady shade.
Yes.
Which leads me to our next point. Traffic and parking during the holiday seasons and how this
Try not to
shit
do
goes wrong. Apparently, I found out that Kendra will roll up on you in the store, wherever you at, if you cut her off for a parking space, and roll up on you and embarrass you in the store like, "You must be crazy because you didn't cut me off because I'm about to call 911.
I don't care
you know
that I didn't care that he cut me off. Everybody makes mistakes. I cared that I could see how he was screaming and pointing
The
at me
disrespect.
and cussing and so angry and violent. And he was in a minivan, and I didn't know if there was kids in the back of that van.
But you don't like people in minivans. I see it.
I bet you might think twice. He's probably somewhere right now. Like, remember that crazy redhead?
Hey, let me tell you something, guys. During the
talking-
traffic, during the holiday, once again,
We need to
and
stay
people
on
talk
topic,
about
Melanie. Crack the
people.
whip,
I got
please.
you. People talk about Detroit, but I'm just gonna let you know this lady's from the suburbs of Ohio, and this
Ooh-wee.
is exactly
I'm from
why
the suburbs where
I don't fuck around, because white women will mow you over in the parking lot, and I don't have time for it.
Like she was on the way to grandma's house and just pulled over.
You
and
know
it was
what I'm
like,
saying?
no, I
I live
gotta
in a
confront
suburb
him.
where they
I
can-
got shit to do. Like, okay.
And drove to Rite Aid and walked down the aisles looking for this dude.
Looking for him, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I digress. Let me
I
tell you,
am
because I love
No, when it comes
you.
to principles and intention and energy and morals, I'm like the sweetest badass you will ever meet.
I don't know.
Not on my watch.
A part of me is like that's ultimate white privilege to get your ass out the car.
I would never do it.
I would never do it.
I'll do it.
I would never
I'll do
fucking
it,
to
and-
get out the car. Hold on, to get out the car. Park your shit. Hold on, let me tell you. Let me just back this up. You went to a destination that wasn't even your original destination.
Wasn't even on my
Parked
mind.
your car.
Don't
Found
even
the
have a
man.
Rite Aid
Walked
card.
in. Found the man.
Walked up and
While
down
he
the
was
aisles.
doing walk up and down the aisles. Found the man, and then proceeded to tell him about himself.
Raised my voice.
Raised her voice.
Even offered to call
And-
911.
I asked him
And-
if he needed a doctor.
And no security came. No police came. And I commend you. I would love to do. As a matter of fact, I
It's
could have been
fun
on fly
sometimes.
on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be.
I'm your girl.
I gotta be.
If you want to like ride for justice, I'm your girl. And if I get away with stuff because of white privilege,
No, that's
I
what I'm
will
saying.
ride
That's-
that. No, I'm totally
that's-
aware of it. I will ride it
I want
into the motherfucking ground.
That's what I would do. That's what I
if
want. That's what I like to hear.
Especially if I see something that's not just.
I mean,
That's what I like to hear.
No.
Can I get a little bit for Christmas?
I go everywhere with
That's what
bail
you want for
money.
Christmas?
Hell yeah.
Just
You
some
wanna
white
know
privilege
what
in
I
a
Just a little
box.
bit in a box.
White privilege in a box.
Just in the box. You know, just a little bit like.
It's gonna come as a certificate.
Oh.
you can just show it.
We're gonna fade
Just
to
so y'all
commercial
know,
now,
out
where
here-
we are selling Kendra's white privilege
Guys, just so y'all
certificates
know.
for the holiday season.
I just got the plug for Christmas. Y'all don't even know what I just got. I just got a certificate for 30 days of white privilege. What?
Now,
It's
Melanie,
gotta expire. It's gotta expire. You can't have it
I highly
forever.
suggest you space those strategically throughout the year.
You gotta put that
Don't
in right.
mess
you
around
gotta,
and
you
use
gotta
it for
put
January.
Okay.
So it should be more of a
okay.
punch card then.
So it's a little
Right.
So you
punch
get 10
card.
uses.
How
Okay.
about 36 and a half
Okay,
days?
okay, that's cool. So
Throughout
let me
the year.
rephrase that, guys. I got a white privilege punch card from my girl Kendra. Thank you, Kendra. Y'all
so
say thank you.
welcome.
So what I do is I don't use all my white privilege at one time, guys. I just use it sparingly. See, it's already it's already rolling in on me. It's already
Your
it's
vernacular
already
is
working.
grown.
It is. It's already working. It's working. Sprinkle me, baby. It's already working. Look at that. So I'm going to sparingly use it when I go to Royal Oak and get drunk. And I'm going to sparingly use it on these bad tags when I got to go to Waterford. I'm going to sparingly use it and smoke weed and go down the street. Even though they say proposal one is proposal one, but I ain't doing that shit. But
Well,
I'm going to
that's
sparingly use it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to steal some shit out the store and be like, I got a problem and send me to treatment. What? What?
I ain't know not one of my cousins go to treatment. They all stole something, and they all paid the price,
I'm
but
getting
not one of them
treatment.
made it to treatment.
You know, you be at the car wash, I'm gonna be punching that whole car like. Then I'm about to find a white girl who she about to punch like, hey, no, don't punch her. I'm on my last one. I only got 20.
I think you only have 30 instead of 36 because the other day I know I used a few units at Costco because I needed to find my husband's size. So we started opening the boxes, and then the lady came and she's like, "You're not supposed to do that."
Oh no,
I said,
you know
"I
what
don't
you
care."
did? You know what you did? You took us. That you took some. Yeah, that's what you did. Because we gonna open the box, pull the stockings out, stretch them like, these ain't gonna work. Put them bitches
Well,
right
we
back in.
waited for help.
So,
we waited for help.
yeah,
We waited for
that's-
help. I'm not going to keep waiting for help. That's ridiculous.
I don't think
Moving
it- I
on.
don't think it
We
costs-
could talk here all night. Dave's over there playing Tetris or something.
I want to say to one of our listeners out here,
Catching up on emails.
Derek Brand. Hey, Derek, thank you for listening to Money and a Honey. If you want to chime in right now, Facebook and Instagram, let us know some things that stress you guys out during the holiday season and some tips you can have. So next we're going to talk about the financial portion of it because obviously to see it's Money and a Honey for a reason. On a little bit of a note, it's a lot of people out here who struggle, max out credit cards, and they do a whole lot of things just so they can buy Christmas gifts and, material things and everything like that. So what we're talking about is, I get it. I know that they say that, Christmas is about the Christmas spirit and everything like that. But society has put so much on us to be able to provide these elaborate Christmases, even when we don't have it. As Americans, we go into debt,
Right.
trying to provide for Christmas.
What
So
could
We
be more
actually just
insane?
talked about this on our show last night.
dope.
15% of Americans are still paying off their debt right now from last Christmas.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's
I
crazy.
don't buy any Christmas gifts on credit. Never, ever, never, ever.
Well, talk to us about it.
Never.
Talk to us about some things people can do.
Well, I think that people should tell themselves the truth about what something costs. So if you have a store credit card for 24.9 per APR and you buy a cute outfit on sale for $100 and pay, $4 of your monthly payment goes to it, then you have an $800 suit, that you pay off in just 4 short years. And if you're walking around like that and defensive and prickly and quick to be angry at other people for disrespecting you, the thing that you can change, you can't change what other people do, but you can just take a second and sit down and tell yourself the truth about what you can afford and what it is you really want. Because what you want to look good, but what do you really want?
I mean, I want to look good in Gucci, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I can't afford it. I mean, I shouldn't buy it, but we gotta be fly. That's maybe it's a cultural thing.
No, it's not.
It's not a cultural
totally
thing?
My husband and I have been together for like 20 years. I am the kind of white lady, like, I know, I get it. But it's not just that, because you can choose something. You can look sugar sharp. And it's because in February, you took a look at your finances after last year's Christmas and said, I'm going to start saving for the suit now, or put something together in your wardrobe, a couple pieces, and then put one new piece with it. But don't give other people the power over your finances for 3 years because you want to look cute for people who may or may not like you.
Oh, that's true.
Well, let me ask you this. Even not from that aspect, you're a parent. So as a parent, you got a 6-year-old looking at you like, mommy, I want. And, she may not necessarily understand that you're going to, give her a philosophical answer like, hey, listen, you can't do this because it's all from the heart. She going to look at you like, heart what? I want this baby alive,
These J's.
Like, I want these J's on my feet. I'm not thinking
what
about.
happened to me in a shoe store, real story. We were in a shoe store. My husband was buying crispy white T-shirts. And I had on a pair of shoes. I was taking a call from a cleaning service that hopefully would be able to dust my vaulted ceiling in my master bath.
Yeah.
And I know, like,
Yeah, I mean, that's, regular people problems.
Right. And so, but I was standing there and I was taking the call, and this young girl came up. She looked real cute, really, beautiful. But she said, she made a comment about my shoes, that they weren't Jordans. And I was like, I said, I couldn't tell what she said. I said, excuse me 1 second. I'm looking for service. This is a contractor. I just got to take this call.
Right.
So I talked to them about the height of the ceiling.
Yeah.
And she just kind of, she just faded away. She, her face, she cracked her own face.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't care if I wear Jordans or not. I don't care
Right.
if she does or not.
Right.
I just thought she was beautiful.
Was the question she asked, what are those? Is that what she said about
I
the
mean,
shoes?
it's not like I was sitting there in zips or anything. Like my husband.
What's wrong with zips? You could style up some zips.
There's nothing wrong with those zips.
I will bedazzle the shit out of some zips. No, I mean, but it was like she felt the need. Like, one thing that I think everybody should know is that you cannot feel inferior, not just without your consent, but unless you judge yourself first.
True.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
Well, let me.
I know he's going to drop that knowledge on us today.
That's the whole point of the show, Kev.
Nah.
We're supposed to laugh, and then I say some insightful shit. Then we laugh,
and then we get back insightful.
and then Melanie's in a movie. That's the real goal.
So I had a similar experience, and this is why I brought that up. I remember where I don't have kids, but I have nieces and nephews who I love to death, and they expect things from me.
Mm-hmm.
So in the years where finances were good, I was able to do things for them.
Mm-hmm.
And as time went on, I had some years where things weren't so great, and I really felt bad that I couldn't get them anything. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad that I couldn't get my mom and dad anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt bad about that, And I remember...
Did it sort people out of your life?
I mean, no, because they kind of understood. But I say this to say that one year I ended up... and it's really, I think it's about how things are instilled into kids. Because I will say a shout out to my sister because she raised some wonderful kids. Because one year I went to the dollar store. And I loaded up bags of hand sanitizer and candy and coloring books and different trinkets and everything like that. And I remember going over there feeling kind of bold because we would always go and do the gifts together, and everybody else, my mom bought them pajamas and all this other kind of stuff. And
there's all this fanfare, right?
Yeah, all this fanfare and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But my sister called me later on and was like, after all that, the kids enjoyed your gift the most because they got the most use out of it. They played right with it, and it went to no matter how much money you spend on things, sometimes it's not about that. So what I'm saying is you can feel like, it does make you feel bad when you can't provide for the people that you're used to doing it for.
Right.
And I think that's why Americans go to such great lengths to,
Well, one of the reasons I never buy anything on credit for Christmas, and I would like to say this, is that my first Christmas on my own, I was 19 years old. My daughter was 7 months old. I had someone had given me a Christmas tree. I had a one-bedroom apartment that could fit in my master suite easily. And I went and got the tinsel that's $1, I got 5 of those. That's what I decorated my tree with. And this red ribbon. And I still have that red ribbon to this day.
Oh, that's
You know what I
nice.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not here because I want to talk about money. Like, oh, look what I have. I'm here to talk about money. Like, there is literally no journey that you can't go on when it's about abundance and worth. When you focus more on your mentality instead of the circumstances, when you kind of pull back and look at it from a different way, money's just energy.
I believe that.
Just an exchange of energy.
Well, I needed to exchange my way, and
Okay.
I needed to energize my life.
energy I
Energize
like.
me. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy. Is that why I'm sluggish? Is that if money is energy, then I
iron,
am
dear.
sluggish.
That's iron. You need
I
a little
am sluggish if
vitamin D.
if that's the case.
But don't buy people stuff you can't afford, and then get mad that they didn't appreciate it and make you feel good because you feel bad because you bought something that you couldn't afford.
It's all about that Christmas moment, though. It's like when people open up the gift and they see it and they are appreciative of it. That's why you do it. Then it's like, I don't need to eat for the next 2 months. As long as you got the
what I'm saying?
PlayStation, baby.
I seen
you
my baby
good.
smile. We ain't gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Who need food?
Ramen noodles for everybody. You
This is
know?
what we eat. But he happy though. Like that's kind of.
I know how to make a break. Okay, Kev? I'm mad.
I mean, I get it.
So I think what you heard from Money and the Honey is don't stress her out. 15%, like we said, 15% of Americans are still paying off Christmas from last year. Do it from the heart, you know. Do it from the heart. You know,
Give
don't let
yourself more
society
time
get
to
you
get
out here
there.
and make you overspend. One of our followers on here, Larisha, you are absolutely right. People get depressed over material things. That is very true. And that's because people sometimes tie their self-worth to what they have, and that depresses you. So if I take away what you are able to do, you know, then you do get depressed because you're tying up your self-worth in what you have. So that's 100. Appreciate you, sis.
And it creates this blind spot where you really believe if you had this thing outside of you, you would then feel better. But you can have that thing and feel bad. Everybody's been through that, right?
Yeah, well,
the
that's
thing
what I
that
said.
you think is going to change your life, and then you get it, no matter where you're starting out at or what the next thing is.
Right.
And then you get it. When you get the car, you think you're going to be so happy, and then you're driving around the car single and crying. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Some Buffies might make you feel. They make you feel good though.
Also,
You know what I'm saying? Somebody take your
Bossa Nova.
Buffies. That'll make me depressed too.
real,
you know?
real talk. So we're getting ready to, because we're, you know, it's almost coming to a close. But one of the last topic that we're going to discuss is during the holiday season is, because it's all about family. We talked about the relationship aspect, you know, man, woman, relationship aspect of it. But we're talking about going home for the holidays, family, going. What does that mean to you? Whether you're going home, abroad, if you live here, maybe going home means going around the corner to some people you ain't seen in 6 months, a month, a year, whatever, because your schedules get busy. It's just life. How do you handle the stresses of going home? Because sometimes I have a large family, and sometimes my family will you have expectations when you are in a family, a large family. Everybody
Right.
in the family
That's
plays
real.
a role.
Yeah.
I'm the baby. I'm this person. I'm that person. I'm not married yet. I don't have kids yet. What's going on? What's happening? You know, so everybody has a role. There's expectations, and it's almost like sometimes you be a representative with your family. You know what I'm saying? Like going home, if you haven't met that expectation yet, like I know when I was in college, every year they kept asking me when I was graduating. And then I remember one year I just got pissed, like, when you pay my tuition. You know what I'm saying?
So, do they, being single, do they ask you when are you going to get married, or if you're in a relationship? I just asked that last week. I'm sorry.
No, honestly, what ended up happening was I kind of get it, but ever since I started doing comedy, people are kind of blindsided by me being a comedian. So it's like, where's your next show? I got a joke for you. Hold on, let me get a book. I got something for you. I got an idea for you. So that's what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Tell me a joke. Or I'm always on program. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not a program, come entertain your aunties. Tell them a joke or two, Mel. Tell them that one thing you did. That
Little
one
cousin's
joke.
birthday party.
Oh my gosh,
It's ridiculous out
man!
here.
And I want to tell my family.
Y'all better pay for a Spider-Man entertaining
Yeah,
these kids. All right? I ain't out here just to tell jokes
I
for
ain't out
these
here
little
for that.
kids.
Look, Kev, and I want to tell them too. For my family, and I know Kev might feel the same way. Hey, y'all, this is what I do for a living. You got to pay me, all right?
Give me something.
Listen, give me something.
Give them my phone number.
Give me
I'll book
something.
ya.
But stop thinking I'm finna just entertain y'all for free because we family. Y'all been getting free jokes from Mel your whole life.
Way too damn long.
Way too damn long.
I used to be an
Nah, you
interventionist.
motherfuckers got to pay.
everywhere. But one of the reasons I wanted to do a podcast is because everywhere I go, I end up relationship coaching people for their romantic relationships. When one of my granddaughters was born, word spread that I was in the hospital, and I ended up coaching like 7 nurses because they were taking care of my daughter, and I wanted them to have the very best. So, but I think whatever you do, any no matter what field it's in, if you're a mechanic and you go home, your family members walk up and they're like, "Hey, it's making this one noise." You know what I mean? Like whatever it is you do, your family feels.
I've been in IT for over 20 years. If I had $1,
wait, Dave, before you
every...
say that, I want to ask you about our webpage.
See, exactly. My printer's broken. My laptop won't work. My iPhone it died.
iPhone.
It
See how
died.
Kendra just did?
What?
I said, see how Kendra just did them?
Yeah.
So I already
Bring
know.
that back for a second. Bring it back.
Bring it back. So I already know. Exactly. Yeah. So you feel our
I can
pain.
see the misfit.
So going home for the holidays, you're welcome, can mean a lot of things. Guys who are watching, what does it mean to go home to the holidays for you? I said for me, I play a role in my regular family because I'm the baby of the family. It's time for me to get married, have kids. My daddy ready for me to go on and do what I do. And then in the extended portion of my family, I think we need to have cousins awards. You know, I am the cousin most likely to have married a white man and do weird shit because I eat sushi. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
my
that's me.
God,
I am
so
that
many
cousin.
Every
men
family
I
got
could
one.
Shout out to that
introduce you
cousin. I'm the cousin most likely to
Every
marry a
family
white
got
man. That's me.
My sister is the one of my family. She will be the same. She get that same award you got, y'all.
Yeah. Lauren is definitely the one most likely to marry somebody outside her race. They like, Melanie, you just always do that. Like, why? Because I eat sushi. Damn. Like, you know, like. So that constitutes me to marry somebody outside my race. So it's like when you get home with your, and then like families, and if you anything like my family, then you always got the cousin that got announced that's coming home from jail. And then if he been in jail for 15 years, I don't have the heart to tell him he ain't my cousin no more. You know what I'm saying? He is MDOC 764075. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who he is. If you just spent your 15 years, your formative years in jail, don't just drop him off at the holidays. You know, it's too many kids around.
I guess that's true. I ain't never looked at it that way, but we always got a lot of cousins
We
coming
got so
back.
many cousins coming home, and then they like, oh, Bobo coming home for the holiday. Then he mad. He snatching people
He
plates
crazy.
for no reason.
Yeah, he's still
you know
crazy,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Everybody
No,
looking
I
on
don't know
tense.
what you're saying.
I'm just saying,
I
everybody.
don't.
It is a portion of people in this world who know exactly
Somebody
what I'm talking
knows.
about. They know.
Somebody can
No, I
testify.
hear what
Exactly.
you're saying.
What I'm
I
talking
understand what you're saying. But it doesn't happen at the Grant household like that.
Because that punch card you got.
No, because of Mr. Grant's house.
Well, this is our extended family.
Who's going to come in to his house?
These are extended.
This
These
is
are
him. Calm down.
extended family.
Oh, yeah. What, you tossing bullets? People coming at your daughter? Yeah.
I have this theory that holsters are for men what purses are for women.
Ready to be?
False. That would be cargo shorts.
Yeah.
Well, I have this theory that holsters are for my black husband. what cargo
What
shorts
else is he
are
carrying in
for
his
Dave.
holster? What else is he carrying in his holster?
Hennessy.
No, he just always. I mean, you always carry more than one.
What?
He does, honey. And
You
then
carry more than
I
one
can't-
purse?
No.
Oh, okay. Wait, because I'm missing the
Good point.
analogy.
I don't need an analogy. I now have an arguing point that I only carry one bag at a time.
Oh.
So let's get on that. Let's just make sure I have as many bags as you have holsters.
There you go. How many holsters
I'm
does he
gonna
usually
have to tell
carry?
him that the name of this podcast is Money and the Funny. Like,
I was thinking about that earlier.
I'm gonna have to create a ghost website to send people to.
Yeah.
Lots of people do.
So, my podcasters out there who are watching it, I just want to say who watching it. Hey Shirley, hey Darnell, hey Candace, hey Hope, hey Kim, hey Daryl, Larisha,
Thank you.
Jackie,
We appreciate
Lovey,
you.
Cynthia. Thank you guys. Demontre. I'm sorry. You know, I be messing up names. You know, Demontre. Brittany, Derek, what's up? Joe, Herman, my cousin, what up, cuz? Listen, for the holidays, also, going home for the holidays for me, I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a time where you get to one up your cousins. You know, I definitely love going home and showing all the pictures that I took with celebrities and
Stun on
shit,
them one time.
and stun on them one time for the one time. You know what I'm saying? Especially since all my big booty cousins back in the day used to roll up with their questionable boyfriends in the S500. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stun on Mel, and they was all like, "Oh, Mel, you just going to college. You just being regular. Oh, you just got big titties and a flat ass." Now I'm in style because Miko said, "Y'all got new ass, but them same boobs." You know what I'm saying? So I'm in style again. Y'all should. I walk it like I talk it.
And me, that's a rapper, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Who else is-
No, I mean, like, I know I have the in my consciousness, but I don't, like, if I don't know what song he sings.
yeah,
Bad
you
But
know,
I'm
bougie.
going to learn.
yeah.
Bad and
you know.
bougie.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, I know
Yeah.
who that is.
So yeah, we like to go home and stunt for one time for the one time. So I'm gonna go home and stunt,
That's
throwing
all
my
you
pictures
want,
with
Kev.
Carlos Miller. You
Who's-
know what I'm saying? Like, oh.
Annie. Who's Annie Hart, Kev?
Annie Hart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who Annie Hart is.
Okay.
I know Migos more than one person too.
Yeah, Migos is 3 people. Yeah, cause she like, who is the Migos?
One guy.
Oh no, it's Takeoff and
It's all right.
First
You
of
know
all,
what I'm saying?
I'm flirting
It's
with
Offset.
50. Second of all, I haven't had a day off since 2011.
Oh man.
And third of all, my 20-year-olds, I've been empty nesting for 9 days.
There we go.
And I never had too much hip hop that was unedited in the house while my son was in the house because I didn't want him to go get with some chick that would just let him play anything.
Word.
You know what I mean?
I would rather my mama just not let me listen to rap music. Don't give me the edited version. You and that bitch like, I'm trying to listen to Too Short. Like, what's my favorite word?
Girl. Girl.
Here's
What's my favorite word? Lady?
I have-
Why you want to do it like short?
Listen, I
Lady?
met Mr. Shaw, okay, in the 80s.
Okay.
All right? I can tell you who all those people are. And in the Bay Area, I lived in California
The Bay.
in
All
the
right,
80s.
man.
From the Bay to the A.
Is that when you was a getaway driver? I need to know. I'm so curious about that story. I'm about to come
Well,
back.
I was accidentally.
Don't tell me now. You want to indict yourself, man.
No, the statute of limitations
privilege.
are out. The statute of limitations
That's
are
that
run out.
privilege right there. We
I
still
don't
don't.
need to go to the Bay. I feel like I'm in
We still don't tell, even if we get away 70 years later, past statute of limitations. You take it to the grave.
You take it to the grave. I feel like if you in the Bay, you're going to get pimped. I'm going to get pimped for a year. I can't go out there. I'm going to get pimped for a year. I'm going to end up getting pimped. And then my mama going to have to come get, I'm going to have to call Kendra like, Kendra, don't tell my mama, but Don Juan got me out here doing some shit.
Don Juan.
The bishop.
I was in, I think, Hollywood, and my sister, we lived in Sacramento. I was 17 or 18. And my sister came and just decided to get me. She decided to come get me and bring me home because, it was time to come home. And that's before the internet, before cell phones. She just knew she was going to go down to Southern California and bring me back.
That did not work.
It worked out
From the
great
Bay
for
to the
me.
A, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Oh, gosh.
It
We
worked
went okay, so we was talking about Christmas, and we went to me getting pimped out in the A. I mean,
Yeah,
in
we're
the Bay
talking
Area,
about-
and I
yeah.
don't even know what happened.
You know
But that's
a
what happened with
great Christmas
podcasts.
gift? Melanie being in your
Melanie,
stable.
You know what I'm saying? You know. I'm not starting from the bottom. I got talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I come with a resume? You know what I'm saying?
Inner circle.
Can I come with a resume? Like, I got talent, daddy. I can make us money. I'm a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me come with some talent. I feel like they should give me up the chain to command. They should give me up the chain.
You should at least be the wife-in-law that doesn't have to clean.
You know what I'm saying? Something.
You're funny.
There we go.
So that was funny.
Back to the emotional healthiness. For the holidays, don't make plans that you can survive. Make plans that you will enjoy. I give you permission to not go to your families if you need to not do that. I give you permission to tell your family that you're volunteering. I would prefer you actually did the volunteering, but you can stop by your families with some other place to go if you have the place to go or not. Do what suits you best. Buy what suits you best. Think about what you're going to feel like the week after Christmas. Don't buy anything you don't want to buy.
That's dope.
And if you will sort people out of your life like that. If you don't buy stuff you can't afford, and people come at you sideways, like, thank God.
Fuck them.
Yeah, they made it easier.
She wanted to say that, but she wanted to be
They-
real prissy about it.
What
Fuck
you
them.
think, Kev?
That's what she said. They get sideways because you
comfortable with-
sideways, you ain't buying no gift. Fuck them. That's what she said.
What's your takeaway for the holiday? What you want to tell these
Well,
people?
because I don't need people who need stuff.
Like, well, this is personal.
Around
Can I
me.
get personal
Go
real
ahead,
quick?
Kev. Get personal.
Okay.
Get in there.
All right,
Kev.
because my birthday is during this holiday season. You know what I'm saying? So my birthday coming up. Don't be acting like you broke and not buying your friends gifts because they born in around Christmas Day. Buy them some damn gifts.
Oh, there you, Kev.
I'll be 36.
It ain't never gonna happen.
No, it's gonna happen because I'm about to make a stand. That's what's gonna happen. Kendra, I'm making a stand right now. And look here, buy them some damn gifts and wrap it in birthday wrapping. Don't just wrap it in Christmas wrapping because it's just hanging around there. Put Happy Birthday Jesus on there.
Kev, who's listening from your family? I would like to suggest to them that they get that gift wrap from Costco because they have Christmas wrap that's reversible.
Oh, that's yeah.
And is it birthday wrapping on the other side?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's
Yeah.
they know Costco's in the hood. That's the problem. I gotta just go out to where you shop in there.
To get that Costco.
All these got regular paper. You know what I'm saying? And you can just lick it and stick it to the box. Just
Lick it and stick it.
lick it and stick
Here
it.
you go.
Wrap it.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Lick it and
Merry
stick
Christmas.
it is
Merry Christmas.
You know what I'm saying?
lick
We
it-
shop differently, apparently, Kendra.
Lick it. Yeah, we talk differently too because lick it and stick it is
Oh,
a married sex move with not enough foreplay. That's what that is.
there we
Lick it-
go.
Oh, you know what that means. Translation.
No more rolling.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's that
Yo,
Dwight Howard
lick it
right
and stick
there.
it tonight, huh?
That's the
I
Dwight
know.
Howard.
The Wednesday night special.
That's the Dwight Howard, the gluteus medius.
Oh man. Oh.
Is the Dwight Howard. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just said I'm an empty nester for 9 days.
Oh, but you having a
Okay.
good time.
And when you're raising kids and you have nosy kids, and like you do what you can. You got
There you go. Sometimes you gotta lick it and
sometimes-
stick it on a
sometimes you
Thursday.
buddy, sometimes you get the bells and whistles, and sometimes you don't.
Well, that's how money equals honey, and honey equals money. Excuse me. That's how honey equals money. So
I'm
this
the
year,
only person I know who thought that this show might be like rated PG-13.
Oh,
I don't know why
that's
you
funny.
thought that. I don't know why she
That's
thought
really
that.
funny.
Comedians in here. I don't know why she thought that. That was Dave. That was ridiculous.
She invited the pastor to listen in. The reverends.
You know what I'm saying?
My life coaching clients.
He probably in there.
My
Look, Joel Osteen turning red, like, "Hello, friend, friend,
Yes.
oh friend, what are you doing?" I'm gonna give y'all a couple takeaways.
Joel Osteen can suck my ass. He doesn't pay any taxes. He flies around on a private jet, and
I like Joe. I like Joe.
yeah.
That fall off is gonna be funny.
That
man.
fall
That's-
off gonna be fun.
That's
I
what
like
it's,
Joe.
it's so petty as a regular person to watch when celebrities fall off. They always have a good
I guess
flight.
that's the problem right there. He's a pastor and a celebrity.
Yeah, he's somewhere he's gonna fall off, and that little slick. He's gonna run out of oil for his hair. It's gonna start looking
Look,
dry and
that's
shit.
made out of endangered species pelts. He
Y'all
ain't
gonna
ever losing
Y'all
that
gonna
hair,
leave Joe
okay?
alone. Joe help me. He be like, friend, friend. I
Let
be
me
like,
tell
what,
you
Joe?
something. God
so
wants you to
friendly.
be rich as
I be
me.
like, thank you,
well,
Joe.
not as rich as me per se.
I be like, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. I don't know why people think Christians supposed to be broke. We ain't supposed to be broke.
No.
But here's the
We
whole
just
thing.
mostly are.
You know what I'm saying? That's because we skip all over that word.
Except for the guy
You know what?
at the front of the Astrodome who's flying on the
Because
private
we
jet.
missed
Here
that
lies
whole
the
part.
problem.
You know,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
missed the
we-
80-20.
yeah, yeah, that's, you know,
we don't
we-
pay no tax. That's
We'll
why.
do that. We'll do it
Yeah,
right.
we don't pay no
do it right.
tax. That's why. That's why people got to pay tax. So, listen,
Well, tied to
Uh,
your financial planner.
I'm not tired of that because my financial planner can't get me into heaven. So, fuck him.
No, I
fuck
mean,
him. Fuck
no,
him. Who's
people,
next?
Sometimes people tithe only to church. That's 10%. But rearrange some things. Pay your account or your accountant or somebody else to make your finances right.
Mm-hmm.
You will spend less money than you do on interest.
Well, here's the thing. Really, honestly, and this is off topic because I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get on and give up our summary because we got a few minutes.
She's been trying to close this down for
I know-
18 minutes.
I have, but this is what I do. So really, biblically, how we do it is really 80-20. Most people don't live by 80-20. 10% of tithes, 10% you pay yourself and take care of your own savings, and then the 80% you take care of everything else with. We miss the 80-20. Nobody really pays their self. They pay everybody else, but they really don't pay themselves. So that's where that comes from. But that could be another topic we'll talk about on next Tuesday. So I'm going to give you my wrap-up synopsis on how to not stress out during the holiday season. First of all, if you're going home for the holidays, get a roadmap. Let your family know. Let your friends know. If you got a drunk uncle, I'm not bringing my Hennessy over. If you got a klepto cousin, then I'm going to leave my purse in the car. If y'all got bed bugs, I'm not wearing a wool coat. Number 2, if you are working in retail, listen, and you are a customer, leave those people the fuck alone. Stop asking stupid questions like, oh, it does have a price tag. It must be free. Oh, what's the discount? 100%. Oh, I want to see your manager, because we don't give 2 fucks, because me and the manager is going to talk about you in the back anyway, okay? Number 3, we discussed buying gifts. If you ain't got it, don't do it. And if you can't do it, you ain't got it. And if they can't understand that, then they ain't fucking with you anyway. And the words of Big Sean, I don't fuck with you. So you got to leave that alone anyway. And then families going home for the holidays. Listen, one up your cousins. If you've been an underdog in your family for a long time and you done came up this year, one up them cousins. You know what I'm saying? One up that cousin that got that wavy hair on the side and now natural hair back in. One up that bitch. One up people. Run up the light skinned cousin, because now Wakanda is back. Wakanda forever. You know what I'm saying? White people, one up that one cousin who had to take them breast implants out now, so now your natural implants is cool. White women who had big booties, one up them cousins who used to talk about you back in the day, because you have a white girl body from Livonia and you couldn't wear no khakis and shit. You had to wear jeans, and they like, she has a black girl body, because you winning in these streets now. One up them hoes. And lastly, Kendra, my co-host, did let us know about white privilege and traffic and parking. Y'all watch out for the white lady in Subarus, because they will follow you in the fucking store. They will cuss you the hell out and everything like that. And before
they will lady shade you.
They will lady shade the fuck out of you.
That's what that is. That's lady shade.
And
I don't have to say a single profane word
at
to make
all.
you cry.
And last but not least, I just want to let the world know that I just received the best present that anybody in this earth can ever have. I already received my salvation from the Lord, but secondly, I received a 30-day punch card of white privilege from Kendra Grant. Thank you. 36 and a half days of white privilege, guys. Like when you go to the car wash and they stump your shit, I got that, okay? I have to use it sparingly. All right, I can't just use it everywhere. So if y'all want to go to Royal Oak with me, I'm a drive. Lord & Taylor. I'm a drive for everybody that want to go to Royal Oak and everything like that. So listen, I got a little white privilege to share. You might get some for Christmas. I might do it like Oprah. You get some white privilege. You get white privilege. You get white privilege. You get white privilege. I don't know. But listen, what I do want to tell y'all is don't stress this shit out. Smoke a joint on the back porch if you have to. Say a prayer. Do whatever you got to do. But enjoy the holiday. Don't let nobody take it from you. This is Melanie and
Kendra Grant.
And Kev is Kev, my homeboy, signing out for Money and the Honey. And we will see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you.